Hi guys, as you can see, hi guys, as you can see, today is not very sunny. It seems pretty dark today. That's because it's raining. Surprisingly, it shouldn't be raining during this time of season, but I thought it'd be a good idea just to go out there and just see the rain and enjoy it. So, yeah, let's go watch the rain. Hey guys, I try to be fast and go from the rain. My battery actually ran out for my camera, so we had to wait a little bit. In the meantime, what better uh, thing to do when it's raining is to make a sandwich. And so I made a sandwich in the meantime. I tried to make a melted cheese, and this is how I make this specific grilled cheese sandwich. Um, Cause I feel like it's a little. This is like the fancy version, basically, of the grilled cheese sandwich. So I put mayonnaise on here. It's kind of a lot because I scooped up too much with the knife, but yeah. I put the mayonnaise to the side so it's not too much in the way, and then we have this cheese. Sorry, my hands are clean. It's already shredded. Where'd you gonna put it? And we're just gonna add like a nice layer. Oops. On here. But not too thick because it doesn't. It'll have trouble melting the cheese basically. Yeah, like that is pretty good. Or until your heart's content, I guess. And then now to add the ham. And I'll just do one piece of ham because we don't have that many pieces left. Oops, oh man. I need to wipe off the sweat from the ham from the package. Oops. There we go. And now to rinse my hands. But this is it, and now it's time to put it on the pan. Alright, this is the pan we'll be putting it on. It's a non-stick pan. Just cause I like using this one. There you go. Oh, and it's dirty because of the sandwich I just had on it, but don't worry about that. I cleaned it before I used it. Oh yeah, and also set it on a low temperature because the bread is thick, so it's gonna have trouble like transferring the heat to the cheese that's in the middle. So yeah, I think one time I saw on a documentary, a cooking documentary, where they were cooking chicken, but because it was a really thick piece of chicken, they were like, oh, to like prevent that, like to make it sure it cooks on both sides or in the middle, you cook it for 5 minutes on each side on like medium to low heat. But because this is pretty thick, we'll do on a low heat. And yeah, that's the method, you know. Slow and steady, 5 minutes on each side, about 5 minutes, you know, and then you'll see the cheese start melting. Yeah. Good luck cooking your sandwich. I tried to make like a grilled cheese sandwich, but it didn't really melt. But now it's just kind of getting burned. So you know, what can you do? So this is our basically our end result. And I actually wanted to try these olives. I've never had an olive, so we'll see. I forgot to say that I'll be eating like a little bit of this, and then we'll go to record. I said like 5 times. Okay, I think I'm in frame. Oh, my knees. I got this fork. I need to work my balance. That's what I need. Oh wow, even to the mask, it's a pretty powerful smell. I haven't had breakfast, so this will basically be my breakfast. Huh? Isn't this great balance? That was pretty good. I didn't even drop it. Okay. I don't want to touch it actually. I'm just gonna take out my mask. That tastes like a pizza. Oh. Actually, it tastes a little like alcohol for some reason. That tastes like a cheese pizza. That's weird. I don't know what flavor I expected, but that's not what it was. Interesting. Well, at least I'm glad I tried something new. Hopefully, I'm in frame and my calves hurt. That's weird. It really does taste like a pizza. Ow. Alright, I try to be fast to record the rain because the rain like leaves really fast. It starts 1 second and like 1 second later it's gone. Like that's how fast the rain leaves here. And I guess everywhere, I don't know. But it doesn't last long. So I tried to record, but like I said, my battery died. So I'm gonna eat part of my sandwich first because I haven't had breakfast. And we'll go out to record. So, and see all the cool rain. I'm excited. I wonder if we'll see like worms or something. They usually come out during this time. But yeah. So here's the finished product. Actually, while I was eating that olive, it pretty much melted. Pretty good. It's a little on the crispy side than I prefer, but at least it's melted. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, I am eating on a napkin, so even though I have a plate right here, but I'd rather not use it right now. Can you hear it chirping? I've never had an olive, so let's see how they taste. These are actually filled with garlic cloves. So yeah, let's see how they taste. I said we'll go outside like 5 times today. But you know, I'm just going with the flow, to be honest. You know, I would love to see the rain, but it's been a long time since I eaten, so it's best to eat something, you know, before we go out there. Holy, actually that sandwich is really good. Oh my god, that's really good. I'm proud of myself. Holy, that's really good. Okay, now that we're outside, I want to show off this bird and the really blue sky in the background. It was so blue. And look at all that wet pavement. I wanted to show how much rain had happened. And look at this beautiful sky. It looked so awesome in person. Like all the dark gray clouds. Also wanted to show off this that it was still kind of raining. But not really, the sun already came out and it was so hot. And here I was looking for a bee that was in this tree. But it kept on moving when I tried to zoom in. Here I am trying to look for more. At least this looks so... the sun ray and then like the way it hit the camera was kind of pretty. And I think I have the bee here. No, it moved away. Okay, look at the clouds. Now, look at the floor now. Look at that. Look at all the petals on the floor. There was a lot of them. And I think that's what kind of attracted the bee here. I want to give another view of the pool. Of this neighborhood. It was like a pretty scene. You know, like the wet pavement, the petals, and the super dry pool in the background. It was really hot. I want to say that a lot. It was really hot. And this is where I thought the clouds were gonna come back. Oh, and I found a bee, but it was dead. And I was like, whoa. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was really shocked to see that. It was like, it looked like it was stuck to the petal. And here is where I found the bee finally. Here's another view. I kept moving because of course it wanted the pollen. And here's like basically the tree I was looking at in full view. And this water is just from like the one water that was cooked on the roof and just kept dripping down. But this tree was actually really pretty. And I wanted to see like in some parts it was super sunny, but in like kind of far away it was still really dark. And I thought it was really pretty. And then it was like dripping water, so I wanted to shut it off. Here I am walking. Get all those petals on the floor. Yes, I am walking in socks. I wanted to get that out there as fast as possible. And there was this really pretty flower I saw. It was still like kind of blooming. Well, almost ready to bloom. In the middle of the tree. Look at those clouds. It was so pretty. They are so pretty. And like, it was still raining somewhere. You could tell from the clouds. And this tree also had like a break in the middle. I thought it was interesting that this tree had like this spot in the middle that was kind of dead, but surrounding it was a lot of leaves. So I'm guessing the tree wasn't dead, but then there was some dark spots here, so I don't know what that means, to be honest. More clouds. I thought were super cool because these look like they had lines in them, you know. I was really proud to get that shot actually. I was like, well, I'm gonna see if I get this, but not really pay attention. And I just moved the camera without actually looking if I was on the correct, like, clarity. And I just moved the camera with the bird. I'm glad it came out super cool. And this was the airplane that was out there. The sky, as you can see, was super blue. And I found it interesting. Like, but in this time, I was like trying to bend backwards to film this airplane. I was like, you know what, I'll just twist around instead. And I wanted to see it disappear through the clouds. And I filmed it for quite a good shot, not gonna lie. It looks decent tracking on this. Or I was decently tracking this airplane. And yeah, the clouds are really, really beautiful. That's mostly why I wanted to take a lot of shots of the sky, even if it wasn't really raining. I wanted to see this plane disappear into the clouds, but the clouds were pretty far away. You know, it was kind of like an optical illusion. Look at that. The clouds are so pretty. With all the water that they're carrying. And you can see the... Oh. That bird was a paid actor. The airplane kind of disappeared into a speck. I didn't want to film it too long because we'd be there for like the whole day. But it basically kind of disappeared at this point. I wanted to make sure I got all of it. And that was just me admiring the clouds. Because the sky was so blue, you know? See, like this shot right here, that was so beautiful in person. It looked like paint. Like oil paint. And then there was this puddle in the pavement, and I wanted to show how it was reflecting the sky. Because it was so clear, you know? Oh, it's the sky? No, it's a puddle on the pavement. Wow. And this water was actually really dirty. That's why I was kind of like, wow. It reflected the sky really well. And then it started getting a little windy. Which is really nice because it was super hot. So it was like a really cool breeze. It was perfect. Just great reflection of the water. And then the wind started again. So you can see the ripples in the water. And then I'll say it again, I'll say it 100 times. This sky was so beautiful. Look at that. That blue. So beautiful.